Hey guys, welcome. Do we have audio? I'm here waiting. Okay, you guys are waiting. That's good. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. And we're gonna get started. All right, let me pull up the charts. I want to get right into this. Let me, one sec guys. Let me just fix this. All right, we should be good. Sorry guys, I had to just fix something there. Okay, if you guys can't hear me, just let me know. All right. So we got 21 people in here. Thank you very much for joining me on this Sunday. I know you guys have a lot better things to do on Sunday, so I appreciate you joining me. If there's any problems with the audio, just let me know. Otherwise than that, let's get this party started. Okay. So the first thing, as many people have pointed out, is last week was an inside week, right? We closed within the previous week's range. So anytime we close within the previous week's range, that is a form of consolidation, right? So if we go down to the hourly chart, here's the previous week's range. Here's the low and here's the high. And as you can see right now that the algorithms have already purchased at the 50%. So the algorithms are sitting at the 50% right now. They bought a few contracts. They're hanging out here to see what's going to happen. So personally for me, I'm going to wait until Tuesday to be able to look at this and really analyze it. But from what I've seen so far is that the 50% retracement has held. And if you look at this low over here, this one was 37.4150. This low over here was 37.4050. So you can see that there are a little bit of trap shorts right here. Some of the shorts tried to short below this low and they have been reversed on. So right now is definitely a little bit of a bear trap. So let's see how this plays out until Tuesday. The one thing that you guys need to remember with a short week is when there's a short week, you don't really put too much emphasis on the Monday open. You let the Monday play out and then you take a look on Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at a chart request and then I'm going to talk about some trading opportunities. And I told you guys, if we get more than 30 people in this live stream, that I'm going to give away a copy of my book. Right now we have 23. So let's see if we can get to 30. Kishore, this man right here is the GOAT. Respect. All right. So Jin Louis, Apple, Facebook, FDX, my main watch list. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's check this out. Let's see what's going on. So Apple is on my watch list as well. I really like Apple. Let's look at this chart together. So what do we have here on Apple? Well, we have, so if I take from swing low back on this hammer to this high, we have a retracement to the 50 and we have an inside week. So I really like the inside. You guys know I like the inside week. So the way that I have Apple set up is right here. So I'm going to enter at 131.26, stop loss at 127.68. So what I'm anticipating on Apple here is if the next week, if this candle can break above this high, I want to go long. I want to be involved because there's been 3 weeks of selling. And if we can push back up above this high here, I'm going to be very interested for Apple into new all-time highs. I'm going to put my stop loss below this swing low here and I'm going to take it. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for Apple. We have a nice little trend line here. We had a 50% retracement. We have an inside bar. That's pretty good. Inside bar, Fibonacci, trend line. That's a good setup, all right? So that's what I'm looking. My target for Apple, I'm going to be looking for this 272 extension, 145.95. That's where I'm going to be getting out of everything, okay? All right, so what's the next thing? Facebook. Let's look at Facebook. So Facebook is also on my watch list, but it's on my watch list for daily chart. It's not on my watch list for the weekly chart. So when something is on my watch list for the daily chart, what I want to do is I want to day trade it. I don't want to hold it for the long term because I'm not getting the signals that I need on the weekly chart. Thank you, Badge Selva, for joining. I appreciate you, brother. All right. So what we're going to do on the daily chart, this is what we're going to do. So can we say that Apple is, can we say that Facebook is at a major level of support? Can we say that? All right, let's look at the last time Facebook bounced. What was the price here? 244.13. Where did we bounce here? 244.61. So we know Facebook is at a level of support. It doesn't mean it has to hold, but it gives us likelihood that it's a possibility. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to the 5-minute chart. All right. So let me teach you guys something. Okay. For those that are joining me, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. So this is how we're gonna do this. Okay. What retracement is that? Who can tell me? What retracement is that? Anybody know? Let me think. Let's see. 50? I think it's a 50. Let's see. Take it from the low to the high. So not even a 50, but close enough. Okay. So what we want to do on Facebook is we want to see this pattern, guys. This is the pattern that I trade on a day trading perspective. This is the pattern that I want you guys to take. We want to, on an inside day, we want to gap up or we want to gap down because the gap is going to give us the direction. Okay, so if a stock gaps up, then it means that there's momentum to the upside. Does that make sense? If we gap down, there's momentum to the downside. Very, very simple, right? Because why? Why is there momentum? Anybody that shorted here, anybody that shorted here, anybody that shorted here, when we gap up, they're trapped. Okay? And what we're going to do here is once this initial leg plays out, we're going to take the Fibonacci from the low to the high. We're going to go from low and we're going to go to the high right there. That's a 618, right? And do you notice how this thing reverses exactly at the 272 extension? Okay. I'm not seeing things. This is real. So for those of you that follow me on YouTube and you know the reversal strategy is we short at the 272, stop above the 50. Right? So this is a beautiful short. If Facebook gaps down here tomorrow, you shorts are laughing. Okay. So if you miss the initial push at the open, then you're going to draw the Fibonacci from the high to the low, and you're going to take a retracement. You're going to put your stop loss below the swing low, below the 886, wherever you want to put it. So does that make sense? Let me know if you guys have any question about that. Okay. So this is what we call sequencing. Okay. For those who have my book, you guys know what this is. We pull to the 618, we trade to the extension. Okay. Now we delete this one. Now we can draw the next leg. So here's the next leg. We take this swing low to this swing high. Another 618 to the 10%. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? Let me replay that. 618 to 10%. 618 to 10%. Bang, 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 bang. Go in there, get in at the 618, make your money every single time. Let's do it again. All right. Low to high. 618 to 10%. So let's say we get in here at the 618. We'll put a stop loss below the 886. Okay. 618 to 10%. 2.5 R. No, that's a little bit more. Let's get all of it. Okay. 2.6. Boom. We shut that down. We do it again. Next leg, 618. Same thing. Hit that with the long right here. Stop below the 886. Go to the 10%. What do we get here? Another 2.5, another 2.6. Okay. What does 2.6 mean? Does anybody know? Somebody's going to get a free copy of the book today. Somebody. I'm drinking my hot chocolate right now. 2.6 R means 2.6 times your risk unit. So if you're trading with a 50K account, the maximum you want to risk on every single trade is $2,000. $2,000 is 2% of your capital. Okay. So if we're risking $1,000, 2.6 R means $2,600. Okay. So what did I just show you here? We made 2.6 on the first leg. We made 2.6 on the second leg. What is that? 2.6 plus 2.6 is 5.2. That's $5,200. Is that beautiful? That's fucking beautiful, guys. That's beautiful. Okay. Why do fibs work? Fibonacci works because algorithms are there. Algorithms are sitting there. The algorithms are smarter than you. Do not try to outsmart the algorithm. You're not going to outsmart the algorithm. What you need to do is you need to find where the algorithm is and you need to jump on the train. Okay, so jump on the train where the algorithm is. So this is just beautiful. I love this. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this level here. We're going to put a low here. We're going to put the high here like this. And then I'm going to look for where Facebook opens on Tuesday morning, because Monday the market is closed. If Facebook opens up here, we have a nice gap up, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I'm explaining to you guys right here. Okay, so we're going to try and get on the gap fill. We're going to take the Fibonacci legs. We're going to take the Fibonacci legs up and up and up and up and up as long as it goes. Okay, so quick question. If we're going for a 2-to-1 risk to reward, how many trades do you need out of 100 to make money? How many trades do you guys need? Let me see who gets the right answer there. All right, I'm going to move on. But if you're going for 2-to-1 risk to reward, how much money do you, how much trades do you need to win in order to make money? Somebody give me that answer. All right, let's go on to the next trade here. Sorry, where was I? I was reading chat. So where are we? Apple, Facebook, MU, and FDX. All right, let's check that out. MU and FDX. Let's see. Okay, we got new comments. 33. What? Ken, you're awesome. Forex. What is that? Toro. You're awesome. All right. 35, 34. You guys, man, you guys are good. So 34 out of 100 trades are going to give you a profit if you're going for 2-to-1 risk to reward. So let me ask you a question. If I give you 100 trades, can you win 34 out of 100? If you say you can't win 34 out of 100, then you shouldn't be trading. You shouldn't be. Okay? I know you guys can win 34 out of 100 trades. I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do that. So, you know, what's the biggest problem with traders? The biggest problem with traders is that they take their profits too quickly. When they get 1-to-1, they're out because they're scared. When they get 2-to-1, when they get 1.5, they're out. But with their stop loss, they're willing to move it though, right? Do you guys know guys like that? Comment if you move your stop loss. Be honest with me. Okay, we're all learning here. I had a guy message me today. Rich, I know my problem. What's the problem? I moved my stop loss. Okay, well, that's the problem. Obviously, your risk to reward is inverted. When you lose double. When you win single. That's the problem. Okay, so if you're flipping a coin, trading is flipping a coin. You have a 50-50 chance every trade you take. Okay, so if you're losing more than you make, how the hell are you going to make money? It's impossible. Stop moving your stop loss. Okay, so let me explain to you. So I have friends that are trading with 40,000 risk unit, 30,000 risk unit. They have $1 million account, $10 million account, whatever. Let me ask you a question. If you're trading with $40,000 risk, are you going to move your stop loss? No, you won't. Because you're going to actually feel like, well, you know what? My risk is $40,000. Why the hell would I move my stop loss? That's dumb. But when you're trading with $100 risk, you want to move your stop loss because you think it's small money. But the habits is what matters. You need to build the discipline. If you're risking $10, $20, $25, $50, $100, whatever you're risking, you need to build the right habits. Okay? And I was there. I'm not saying I wasn't there. I used to move my stop loss all the time. But you need to sit down and you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, if I want to do this shit for a living, I can't move my damn stop loss. So stop moving it. Okay? Stop moving it. You have to keep yourself accountable. If you move your stop loss, stop trading for 10 days. Give yourself a penalty. If you move your stop loss, stop trading. Actually, put yourself in some type of negative consequence. Humans respond to negative consequences. Okay? If the teacher was marking your exam and you moved your stop loss, you got an F, you'll say, you know what, I'm not going to do that again. But for some reason, when you do it by yourself, you feel that it's okay. So stop that bullshit. Okay? I want you guys to succeed. Stop the damn bullshit. I want you to succeed. All right? So let's talk about MU now. Okay? So where were we with MU? So MU, so you guys know that I kind of fucked up on the MU, right? I told you guys that last week. So we had this inside bar here on MU. So let's zoom out. Let's look at MU on the zoom out. Okay, what's the trend? Somebody tell me what the hell the trend is on MU. So the intermediate trend right here, right? It's clear that we're moving up, right? We have higher highs, we have higher lows, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the textbook, okay? So what I did on MU here is this inside bar. This was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. I bracketed this inside bar. So I got in right here. You see where this entry is? Let's double click on this. So I got in on MU at $74.07. My stop loss was $71.56. I got in here because I was anticipating if we break through these wicks that we're going to squeeze, right? And we did get the squeeze. So we squeezed up to 4.04 hours. So we squeezed up all the way to $84.22. But what I did was I did not have my profit target in, right? So I fucked this shit up. I was supposed to take my profits on MU and I didn't take it, unfortunately. So now we have to reassess MU. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay. But the thing is, are you gonna learn from it, or are you gonna blame other people on your mistakes? If you don't take accountability for your mistakes, then you ain't gonna be successful. Okay. So what I did here is I said, okay, you know what? I missed my target on MU, but I'm gonna let it play out. So the first thing you want to do is, if you ever miss your target because you didn't put it in or whatever happened, you want to put your stop loss to break even. So right now on MU, I can't lose any money. My stop loss is break even. And as a general rule, right? If you miss your target, what you want to do is you actually want to take your target and you want to push it up. So where's the target? So we want to push it up. So let me get rid of this Fibonacci for you guys. So on MU now, I move my target up. So I have the lock on here. Let me move the lock. So I move my target up to 5R, so which is right here. Okay, because I already missed the first target. So now, since I'm playing for the second target, basically I'm anticipating that MU is going to break through this wick and it's going to squeeze again. So basically I'm looking for 5R on MU. So what is 5R? 5R means 5 times what you risk. You can risk $1,000, you can risk 10,000, you can risk 100,000, you can risk $1 million. Whatever you risk, you're gonna make 5 times. Okay. For swing trades, I'm risking $100 because I have multiple swing trades. I have multiple day trades. I have futures. I have Amazon. I have Google. I have Microsoft. I have DraftKings. I have everything. So I'm only risking $100 per trade because I'm able to trade multiple instruments. Okay. So if if MU hits right here, what's this price? Target price is going to be 86.61. I'm going to make $500. That's simple. Okay. So if I make 5 to 1, then guys, I only need to win like 1 out of 5 or 6 trades in order to make profit. Okay. But here's the next part of MU that stood out to me. So this week we closed with an inside week. So we can clearly see that this week is inside of the previous week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to my MU position. If we can break above this wick right here, I'm going to add again and I'm going to go for a little bit more because I'm basically seeing that there's some shorts here, there's some shorts here. If we can squeeze above, I'm willing to get involved again and go for a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna go over futures. Yeah, definitely gonna go over futures. All right, I'm gonna go over futures next. Let's just finish. Let's finish this request over here. All right, so that's MU, and then what else do we have, guys? So I think that was the request there. I'm gonna go back through the request online. Okay, so let's go over futures because Mohammed Lagari is asking about futures. Let's talk about futures. Okay. So with futures, right, the main thing is we have to identify the range. So this is the range right now. The range goes from 36.52.25 to 38.24.75. If we look on the weekly chart, that range is this big body hammer right here, this big body, okay? And until we can break through this body, everything is consolidation, right? So what we have to do is we have to take the fibs. We have to take the fibs and we have to use the fibs as support and resistance. So right now, why do you think the market bounced here? Why do you think the market bounced here? The market bounced here because this is right close to the 50%. So the algorithms are already front running. The algorithms want to see this. This is what the algorithms want to see. They want to see this. Boom, right? And they want to see a pull back like this. And then the algorithms want to see a trade today extension like this. That's what the algorithms are anticipating, okay? Wait, let me fix that. All right, that's what the algorithms are anticipating. That's what the bulls are. The bulls are anticipating that. What are the bears anticipating? Well, the bears are anticipating this. So what we're going to do here is we should need to draw the opposing. We need to draw the short from the high to the low like this. And the shorts are going to be here. So the shorts are anticipating this. We pull back here. We trade up to the 618 or the 50, one of these. We don't know which one. And then we're going to drop like this, okay? So there's 2 possibilities that can occur. We don't know which one's going to happen. But whatever one you take, you want to take it with positive risk to reward, okay? So if you're taking the 50 right now, you want to get in right here, stop loss, let's say down here, and you want to go for the extreme. If you want to short, you want this market to rally up a little bit here. You want to short, stop loss above the swing low and a swing high, and then you want to take it down. Very simple, okay? Keep things simple. If we open within the previous range, the range is what you need to use for your stop loss and for your targets. Until the range is broken, then nothing has changed. Okay, makes sense. So because Monday, because Monday is a holiday, Sunday volume is going to be low. Okay, so you don't want to take too much into consideration for Sunday. But let me get back to this list right over here. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Okay, FedEx. Okay, I'm gonna start going quicker. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm taking too much time here. All right, let's look at FedEx on the weekly. So FedEx is something that I pointed out. I really like FedEx because anytime I see multiple candles of the same color, then it gives me a little bit of an edge that we might start to see the other color. Okay, this is just what we call the law of colors. Because if you just look at this chart here, how many red candles do you see in a row before we get a rally? It's that simple. Just look at the damn chart. How many? We got 1, 2, 3 red candles, we got a rally. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 candles, we got a rally. 1, 2 candles, we got a rally. So we're just playing the odds, okay? And the other thing why the reason I want to go long in FedEx is because FedEx is in an uptrend. Simply, it's in a damn uptrend. It's making all-time highs, okay? So I already have this trade set up on FedEx. We had a nice inside bar here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row. So I'm looking to enter 257.79, stop loss 245.58. I'm trying to take it back up to new all-time highs. Very simple, okay? All right, let's keep going. BNGO. All right. Thank you, Sharon. What is this, bingo? Bianano Genomics. Okay. All right. So the problem with this stock is that it's against all-time highs. If it was making new all-time highs, I would look at this very differently, right? Anytime something is making new all-time highs, there's no resistance, so we can go to the moon. But the problem with this is there's resistance up here. So I'll be very skeptical to be buying up here. Very, very skeptical. I'm not interested in buying up here. What I want to see, let's get a pullback. Let's do some type of consolidation. Then that's going to interest me to be buying. Otherwise, I don't buy into resistance. Okay? Don't play that game. You're going to get burnt more often than not. So there's no point on playing that game. Let's keep going. PNGO is getting pumped. Yeah, badge. That's right. So like I said, there's resistance right here. I wouldn't be surprised if it pushes through and then there's a big rejection and then we short. Anything's possible with these stuff. You guys don't want to be playing that. Wait for the right setups on those type of stuff because they're very, very high risk, okay? I saw a few more. Let's see what else we got in here. Blah, blah, blah. BNGO, we talked about that. DVA. What is DVA? DVA. Okay, so guys, we always look at the weekly, okay? Always look at the weekly. Then we go down to the lower time frame. Look at this thing. This thing, DVA, is in a nice uptrend. Very, very beautiful uptrend, right? When you're playing in the uptrend, you really want to buy near the mid-band, like here, because this is the accumulation, right? When we have the accumulation, look at the breakout. Boom. That's the breakout. Right now, we are in the breakout phase, so you have to be cautious when you buy up here. If we can pull back to the mid-Bollinger Band and start basing again, that would be a great opportunity. I don't see any inside bars right now, so I don't really see anything to play. Okay, let's talk about Fubo. So you guys know that I made some money trading Fubo. We're going to talk about that, okay? So let's talk about that on the daily chart, right? So the first thing that I did on Fubo, I'm going to give you guys exactly every single thing that I did. So on Fubo, on the 11th of January, we had an inside bar, okay? So you guys still see I have the analysis here. So I went to the 5-minute chart on Fubo, okay? So I had the previous day's high and the previous day's low mark. So what happened is we gapped up on Fubo that day. You guys know I like to trade the gap. So what did I do? I took the Fibonacci from the close up here to the high. And what I did here is I waited for the first 15 to 20 minutes and then Fubo started consolidating and I saw the 50% right here. I went long at the 50. Look, my order is still here, boys. My order is right here on the 50. My stop was below this closing bar. And this is how I played it. I got long. What's the entry? 29.80. And I had a stop loss at 27.14. And that's how I took Fubo. And I showed you guys the profit and loss on my Twitter. Okay. So what I did here with Fubo is I went long And then when I got to 2 times my risk, which is over here, I took 80% off of my position because it's important to pay yourself on these positions, okay? When you're taking high risk positions, you need to pay yourself because you don't know what's going to happen the next day. But if you take off most of it, then you have enough profit to roll into the next day. And then what I did was the next day we gapped up. And basically, I waited very patiently to see how it was going to react at the gap fill. So here's the gap fill. So we pulled into the gap fill right here, and we put in this candle. Once this candle came in, I put my stop loss right below here, and it got taken out. So once it got taken out there, I knew that the momentum was dead because usually when things gap and go, they need to hold gap fills. But when this thing failed to hold the gap fill, I just got out. So for everybody that was following along with Fubo, I took off 80% at 2. And then if we take this right here, we bring it down here, I got out the rest at basically 2.111, which was pretty good. Still good money, guys. 2 times your risk to reward. You can make a living doing that. And that was it for Fubo. All right. So FedEx, we talked about that. Bitcoin. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin. And then we're going to look at AMD. So let's look at Bitcoin. Okay. Yo, guys, ask me questions, please. If you have questions, ask me because I can't respond to every single person on Twitter. So please ask me right now while I'm here. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. So I did an analysis on Bitcoin because everybody kept asking me about it. You know, how is Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin, is it legit? Blah, blah, blah. So what I started to do is I started to take an analysis of the inside bars. So there were some key inside bars. So this one, this one, this one over here, this one over here, and even this one over here that produces, where would I re-enter Fubo? Well, with Fubo, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to get another inside bar before I re-enter, okay? But anyway, so Bitcoin right here. So we had these inside bars. Look at these inside bar, guys. Boom, 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 right? So it looks like the inside bars on the daily chart are working pretty clean. And what I'm going to do is going to wait for this bar to close because this bar just opened. And we're going to see if it closes inside. And if it closes inside, then we can just bracket the high and low and we can play that. Also, what I noticed here is we had a nice 50% retracement over here, right? So Bitcoin seems to be working pretty methodically like the algorithms. So definitely look for the inside bars, look for the fibs, and then take your trades and make sure you're getting paid double of what your risk is. If you ain't getting paid double of what your losers is, then you're just wasting your time. All right. Does Apple earnings play a role in your plays? No, I don't factor earnings into nothing because sometimes if you trade as long as me, you're gonna find that if earnings is bad, a stock can go up or down. If earnings is good, a stock can go up and down. It doesn't matter. The market does whatever the hell it wants to do. So we play the chart. The chart is the truth. We play the chart, we live with the results. Okay. I think you need to teach some videos how to put OCO orders. Yes. So, if you guys work with me in the apprentice program, I teach you everything. But in the YouTube videos with the OCO orders, it depends. Are you using Thinkorswim? Are you using interactive brokers? It all depends. But I'll definitely get a video out for you guys. Yeah, penny stocks are highly manipulated. Very, very true. If you can make a lot of money trading big tech, then why the hell would you want to trade penny stocks? What about the ones on Twitter? So we're going to look at those after, okay? What else do we got here? AMD, and then I'm going to go through the chart request, okay? AMD. All right. So AMD on a weekly chart, it's pulling back. Let's draw the fib from this low because this is the gap fill up to this high. So we're sitting on the 50 right now, okay? So if AMD can start making a positive move upward, then we can use this 50% as the pivot, and we can say that the algos were buying here. If not, I would love to take AMD like this, long at 85.90, stop loss down here, or even stop loss below here. I would love to take that. Beautiful. Okay, good call out. Thank you. All right, let's look at the request now because I haven't done any of the damn requests. FSLR and Amazon. Let's look at that together, okay? FSLR. So we'll go to the weekly, right? So we have a nice inside week. So thank you for Ken. Is it Ken? Thank you very much, Ken, for pointing out these inside weeks, okay? Inside weeks are very important because inside weeks mean that the market has consolidated, okay? So let's look at FSLR in the past. with the inside weeks, and let's see. So the first thing, before you use the inside week as a confirmation, you want to look back and see, does this thing really work? So let's start from back here in March. So you can see this inside bar was pretty much beautiful. We had this one as well, that was beautiful. We had this one that failed, we had this one that failed, and we had this one that failed. So so far we're having 3 that have failed. So you know what? The odds are the next one's gonna work. I'm not telling you that it's gonna work, but I'm saying the odds are it's gonna work. Okay. So what I mean by that is I want to be long right here. Okay. I want to be long if these wicks can be broken. You guys look at these wicks over here? Does that look like there's a lot of shorts in this game? Yeah, we got shorts, we got shorts, we got shorts, we got shorts. So the way that I'm going to trade this, if I'm taking this play here, is I want to get in long right above this high. So let's see what that price is. 107.76, stop loss 97.86. That's what I'm looking for. I want to take advantage of people that are trapped. Okay, so that's an example of trap shorts. Okay, let's go on Amazon. Amazon really pissed me off. Really disappointed in Amazon. Very, very disappointed. So I'm not disappointed in Amazon in my long-term account because I bought Amazon somewhere over here. So I don't care. But in terms of my swing trade, I'm very disappointed in Amazon. It's really let me down. So we had this inside bar over here, guys. This inside bar. So I took this entry right here. Entry was 320, 322, 328. Stop loss was 31.7692. So what I did here is I got in right above here, and right here I got to 2 times, what is it? Basically 2.6 times my risk, and I was laughing. It's like, ah man, Amazon is going to the moon, baby. I was so happy. And then within the next week, thing came and stopped me out. Right? So for Amazon, I was playing all or nothing. Like I wanted at least 4R, or I don't want anything. But for you guys, you know what I recommend is scale out, right? So scale out some at 1-to-1, at 2-to-1, at 3-to-1, so on and so forth. So a little bit disappointed in Amazon. And you know what? It was a good play though, because we had a nice bull flag and it looked like it was gonna break out. So right now with Amazon, we're just relaxing. We want to see what's gonna happen. Are we gonna retest the support here? Are we gonna have another inside bar? So you better believe the next inside bar that comes on Amazon, I'm gonna take that. The next one that comes, I'm gonna take that. So we're gonna wait. So you guys keep me in the loop. If you see another inside bar on Amazon, we're gonna take that one. All right. FSR. So I had this one drawn up from last week because people have asked me. So here's the main pivot. This is the low, this is the high. We've been hanging out at the 618. We're doing the same thing. We're just hanging out at the 618, right? You can see there's algos are all sitting here. The main thing is, can we get above this high? Can we start to make momentum or not? So if you're already long in this thing, you can put your stop loss to break even right now and you can see what the hell happens, right? So we're gonna see what happens on FSLR, all right? So let's keep going. Sorry, FSR, GME. So you guys know that I gave you guys GME. I gave you guys 95% on this, right? I gave you guys money on it on GME. So right here on the 12th of January, I called out, hey, we have an inside bar, right? We have an inside bar. So you know what? Keep your attention on GME, right? And this is what happened right here, man. Look at this thing. This was nasty. I haven't seen something like this since like Tilray and like those stocks back in the day. So here was the high of the 5 minutes. So let's draw it together. Right there. That's the high of the inside day. And right here, all you had to do on this day, guys, keep it very simple. All you had to do, this is the first 5 minute bar. It breaks above the previous day's high. You just go long above the 5 minute bar, stop below. And this thing gave at the very highs, it gave on that day, it gave close to 90%. And then if you swang it, it gave 111%. So if you get that one time, you're good for the rest of the month, right? So I gave you guys GME. It showed up on my scanner, right? Because it was a inside bar on the daily. See, you guys see how powerful the inside bars are on the daily? It means that we can have big momentum, okay? Because look at this chart. We see trap shorts, we see trap shorts, we see trap shorts. Once we break above that high, it's over. And now what I'm seeing on GME is we have this nice inside bar on the daily chart. So again, I'm looking for the same thing. So we're going to go down to the 5 minute chart. So what you guys can do, let me get rid of this here. You can just take your lines and draw the 5 minute range again. So let's take this right here. Here's the high of the 5-minute range. And then when it bring it down, right here is the low. Okay, that's it. So now we're going to play this range. So we're going to look at where does GME open. If it opens up here, we can take the breakout and go for a big push. If it opens down here, we have to be skeptical about going long. If it opens somewhere here, that's still very bullish. Okay, so that's how I play it. Very simple. Let's see what it goes. LOGI, SAW, EQT. All right. LOGI. What is LOGI? Is that Logitech? LOGI. Yeah, I'm right. So same thing. We have a nice, beautiful inside week. So what you want to do on this inside, anytime you get an inside week, you can bracket the inside week long above the high, short below the low, and see what you can get. So if you see here, we had a long above the high. You know, if you're doing options, guys, this little move here can be 100%. Okay, look back on Logitech. Look at this. If you got options down here, what do you think they'll be worth over here? If you got options down here, what do you think they'll be worth over here? Right? So that's how you do it. I keep it mechanical. There's no fancy thing. Okay, I keep it mechanical. Let's keep going. LOGI EAT. So for me, there's no reason for me to trade this. We're up at a prior resistance over here, and there's no inside bar. There's no pattern. If I don't have a pattern, I don't trade. Okay, because I need something in order to keep myself consistent. So if I don't have an inside bar or a Fibonacci, I'm not trading it. Okay, SAH. So this bad boy is moving up. So this is what I call a big bull bar. This is what we call a big bull bar. So what you can do here is if you're very bullish, you just want to buy anywhere here with a stop loss down here because you're betting that this big bull bar is going to hold. Let's see the big bull bars on this chart. We had a big bull bar here, it held. We had a big bull bar here, it held. We had a big bull bar here, it failed. But you see more often than not, the big bull bars are going to work. So that's how you can play them. Okay. SAH, did we do that one? Yeah. EQT. EQT. Same thing, same approach. Anytime you get a big bull bar or a big bear bar, all you have to do is just add to your position or buy a new position somewhere here, put your stop loss below here. That's the simplest way to trade it. Okay. So it depends on what your bias is, right? But if your bias is long, that's all you got to do. You got to use the bear bar. Let me put this thing over here. STPK. Yeah, so there's nothing here that interests me, guys. I don't have any structure. I don't have an inside bar. I'm not interested. But, you know, like I said, if you want to go long, use the big bull bar, play that. Okay, PDD. The PDD. PDD and Fubo. So we already did Fubo. PDD, same thing, guys. So if we're not inside, if we don't have a big bar, then I want to see this thing come back to the mid Bollinger Band. Come back here. See, look, when we come back to the mid Bollinger Band, sometimes we push through a little bit as a fake out and then we rip. That's what I'm looking for. Come back here, do your thing, consolidate, blah, 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 and then rip. That's what I'm waiting for. So let's just wait for that. Okay. QQQ. QQQQQQ. Yeah. Yeah, so all of the major indexes are in inside week because last week was just a bunch of choppiness. But if you know how to trade choppiness, you can make a shit ton of money. All right, don't complain if it's choppy. Just change the way you trade. Okay, there's a way to change. There's a way to trade range bound. There's a way to trade trending. You need to be a master at what you do. If you can trade range bound, you can trade trending. You're a god. You need to be able to adapt yourself. Do not complain. Stop complaining. Just learn. Okay, so here's an insight. So what we're going to do here, QQQ, we're going to take this high like this. Man, I can't get this. There we go. And then we'll take this low, and then we're gonna do the same thing. So what you can do here is on QQQ, on SPY, on everything, you can use this range, and you can say, okay, I'm going to use this range as my reference. If we break below, I'm going to go short. If we break above, I'm going to go high. Is it going to work 100% of the time? No. But when it does work, we're gonna have beautiful music, right? Let's look at these. Let's look at these last inside bars. We had this inside bar here, boom. We had this inside bar here, boom. I had this inside here, boom. Inside bar here, boom. Okay. It doesn't mean it's gonna work, but it means that we have an edge. So when you're trading, you need to look for an edge. So I'm saying we can bracket the inside bar. We can see what we can do. Is it gonna work or not? We don't know. But we're going to take the odds. Everything is about taking odds. Trading is a probability, okay? Probability game. DVA, what is that? DVA. Yeah, not interested. Again, pull back to the mid Bollinger Band, then I'm interested. Otherwise, do not buy, you guys, don't buy at highs. Just trust me. Don't buy at highs. You buy at highs, you're going to be in trouble. Don't do it. Okay? Square. So I actually have an order on Square for next week. We have the nice inside bar here on Square. Square is in an uptrend. Yes. Yes. Clear uptrend. So we had a nice inside bar here. So I'm going to be taking the break to the upside. Only if it breaks above 238.01, then I'm going to take Square. Stop loss 226.42. If it can break above, I'm interested to see if we can go through and squeeze through. Because what you have to notice, guys, is stocks that are making new all-time highs, they're powerful. There's no resistance. Look at this chart. Tell me where the resistance is. There's nothing. Okay? So if there's no resistance, there's no limit to where it can go. If we look at stocks like Amazon, we look at stocks at Netflix, did anybody think Amazon would be where it is today? Maybe very few. But the point is, when we're making new all-time highs, we ride the train. We jump on the train, we ride the damn train. So this is what this setup is looking to do. Take advantage of this inside week and see what we can get. Okay? It doesn't have to, guys, it doesn't have to work. But what needs to work is your risk management. If you have good risk management, you can lose 4 trades, you can win 1 trade and still be profitable. That's the main thing that I want you guys to take away from this. So PLTR, this showed up on the day trade scanner a few days ago, I believe. Let me see. Let's look at the daily. It showed up on the day trade scanner over here, and this had a nice pop up. It showed up again, and we had a bunch of reversals, a bunch of bullshit. So right now on the weekly, it's consolidating. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not going to waste my time. There's other stocks doing better things. Okay, so let's look at RMBS. Same thing. So if you're extremely bullish on this stock, all you do is you buy, you put your stop loss below the swing low. That's it. Very simple. FLR. Because guys, you have to remember, if it's really bullish and there's a clear bull bar, you play the bull bar and you see what you can get. You're not going to win all the time, but when you win, you better win double. Okay? So the FLR, Falc Renewables. So this looks pretty good. This is clearly at an all-time high. I don't know, this didn't show up on my scanner because this is only $6.69. On my scanner, I'm not looking for stocks less than $15. That's just a personal preference. It doesn't mean it's going to work, it's not going to work. But if we look at the past inside bars, we had a few little pops here. We had a nice pop down here. And then we had a nice pop here. We had a nice pop here, a nice pop here. So it looks like it's pretty decent. So how I would play it is I'll bracket this bar and play this bar because this bar is also pretty much outside of Bollinger Band. It's a little bit dangerous, but if we can break above here, we'll likely break above this wick as well, and we likely squeeze a little bit. So look out for that. What do you think about it? Yeah, so the indexes, it's the same thing. You take the same plays. We did Apple, FB. We did all those boys. I like this picture right here. This is nice. Dr. Michael McPherson, good man. And SLV. Is that silver? I think that's silver. Yep. iShare silver. Yep. Inside week. Beautiful. So let's zoom out. Right. So the problem with silver, though, is that historically it's been in a downtrend. So I'll be a little bit nervous to go long. But a good play here, just bracket this inside bar, bracket to the upside, bracket it to the downside, and see whichever side breaks, and you play that. But personally, right here, if I zoom out and I see that there is like it's been in a downtrend, personally, I like to short. The reason why is if I take a Fibonacci from here to down here, I can see that we are, we're up against the 382. We rejected a few times, and I don't want to play against the algorithms. I can't beat them, so I need to join them. All right. What else do we have in here? Rich, search the strat on Twitter. You will thank me. Yeah, I searched them up. I do things differently. I think they're good with whatever they do, but I do things differently. I do things based on my back testing. I do things based on my struggles, based on my sacrifices. Whatever I do is my own. It's from my experience. It's from me losing money. Whatever they do, I respect. I respect what anybody does. Anybody that's willing to go out there and try something, I respect it. But you got to find what works for you. Okay? So this works for me, right? Let's look at Baba. I called out Baba a long time ago. I said, Baba, double inside week right here. It's consolidating. We had the breakout already. So if you got options down here, you're already good. You're already laughing. You already made some money. From here, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. I wish I could tell you the answer. What I can tell you, though, is if we draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high, we're going to have rejection at the 50 and the 618. I can tell you that. We might have rejection right here at the 382. I can already tell you that. If I draw the Fibonacci from this low to the high, where are we right now? We're hanging out between the 618 and the 786. So there's going to be a battle. Baba's not going to go down without a fight. Don't think it's going to be that simple. It's going to be a big fight. It's going to be shorts fighting up here, bulls fighting down here, and there's going to be a winner at the end of the day. So make sure that you risk accordingly. Okay. Okay. Let's look at Disney. Disney. I'm in Disney, and I didn't get stopped out yet. And I really thought that I was going to get a little bit more in Disney, but let me pull that back for you guys. Let's see, can I get rid of that thing or what? We've got a problem there. But anyways, okay, this is how I played Disney. We had a double inside week. I took the breakout above this high, and we had a nice pop, and then we just we fell back because the market has not been that great either, right? So obviously these stocks are going to pull back. I'm very close to getting stopped out. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I still like Disney as long as we can hold this bar. I tweeted about this a long time ago. As long as we can hold 152, we should be good. Just buy the dips, and let's see what we can get. I tried this double inside bar, and I don't know if I'm going to guess. Maybe I won't. Maybe on Tuesday, we're going to gap up here, and I'm going to be laughing. I don't know. But personally, I thought I was going to get a little bit more out of that. Sorry, back to chat here. TDOC. Yeah, nice inside week. We do the same thing. Personally, for here, I would like to bracket it to the upside because if we can break above here, we can threaten this previous swing high, and then maybe we can squeeze. All right, so that's what we're looking for over there. What is it? ENPH. Same thing, guys. You guys are awesome. Look, where are you guys finding these things? You guys are awesome. Look at these. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful inside weeks. Let's look. All you have to do, listen, all you guys have to do, you don't even have to come to me. Put the chart, look at the inside weeks in the past, and look at the win rate. Winner, 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 loser, winner, winner, winner. That's it. You don't even have to come to me. So we're just playing a probability game. So let's say 60% of the time we're gonna win an inside bar. So that's what you gotta do. Same thing over here. I would be interested in going long up here because these wicks can get squeezed. All right, great chart. Thank you for sharing that. CELH. Right now, yeah. So there's no pattern really. It's just squeezing. If you want to be immediately bullish, you just go long with a stop loss below that low. Very simple. TDOC. Yeah, did we go through this guy? Yeah, we went through this guy. XPEV. XPEV. Yeah, not really interested, guys. We did pull back close to the mid-Bollinger Band, but not exactly there. If I was long, I would be long over here because that also lines up with the Fibonacci. Let's draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. Yeah, that lines up right near the 618. I would have been long here. I'll be skeptical to be long up in this area. So be careful if you're in that, okay? Blue Sky, thanks for sharing, blah, blah. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sumo, did we do that? Sumo. Yeah, same thing, guys. Same thing. This fib is not that deep though. Let's see. So this is where I want to be a buyer. If I'm playing these like new companies, I'm gonna put limit orders, limit order on the 50, limit order on the 618. I don't want to be a buyer up here, okay? Because that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Okay. ASO, same thing. If you're immediately bullish, play that low. Keep it simple. Keep everything simple. Don't complicate things. VIVI, same thing. You want to play this thing bullish, go long as we're above here. Put your stop loss down there and play. So, nothing really interesting. If we can pull back to this mid-Bollinger Band and start holding, this mid-Bollinger Band will be 50, 618. It'll be a 50. So if we can pull back here and start putting in some support here, that's going to be a good setup. Hi, Rich. When you draw fibs on intraday, how do you consider high and lows? Is swings or first 5-minute range or first 60-minute range? That's a good question, Stocks Profit. So I have more details in my books, But in general, we want to look for the first impulsive leg on the day. So the first leg that takes out major support or resistance is what you're going to use for your anchor point. That usually takes about 45 to 60 minutes to develop. Okay, so you can wait for the first hour basically to help you do that. All right. So beyond, what did I say about beyond? I said that there was a short fib. Let's draw the fib right there. Okay. So there is a short fib in play right here. Let me fix this for you guys. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. So, for example, right? If you guys don't know how to draw fibs, would you be like, would you look at this and say, "Oh, I know why I rejected there"? I could tell you why I rejected there. Because it's a 786. Simple. The algorithms are here and they're short, their stop loss is up here or it's up here and they already made profits and they're already laughing. You know, I don't know if robots can laugh, but they're laughing. All right. So now what we have to do, let's draw the long. We take the low to the high like that. So this is the second time that the 50% has been tested. Okay. So we tag the 50, we tag the 50. If we can get above here, that's going to be very bullish. So let's see what we get. All right. But yo, guys, in general, you can wait for the candlestick or you can use limit orders. The limit orders are outlined in my book, how you actually do limit order 56, 187, 86, etc., etc., etc. You can do limit orders, you can do candlesticks, whatever you want to do. If you want to wait for confirmation, you wait for the candlesticks, okay? Does the size of the bar matter? No, the size of the bar doesn't matter because I adjust my quantity to compensate. Okay? So if the bar is bigger, I'm gonna get less shares. If it's smaller, I'm gonna get more shares. I always adjust the size to fit what my risk is. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, so yes, Tesla. Okay, so let's go over what I'm looking at this week. Okay, I'm gonna keep it very simple. I have an inside bar on Tesla. The last time we had an inside bar on Tesla was down here. We had a hammer. I took that for 4 times my money. 4. Okay, 4 times my money on Tesla down here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Why? Because if it works, I'm gonna keep doing it until it fails. Okay, so I'm gonna do Tesla the same thing. Above this bar, I'm going for 4 to 1. Very simple. Microsoft, I've been waiting on this for a long time. If Microsoft can break above this high, I'm going for 4 to 1. Keep it simple. ATVI, nice hammer bar, 4 to 1. We're going the same thing. Square, 4 to 1. FedEx, 4 to 1, baby. MU, 4 to 1. JD, 4 to 1. Apple, 4 to 1. Beautiful. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have 8 different swings, I pretty much only need to win 2 out of the 8 to actually make money because I'm going for 4 to 1. Okay. When you guys are trading, you do whatever you want. You go for 2 to 1, 3 to 1, etc. For me, on my swing trades, I like to go for a big reward, 3, 4, etc. Sometimes 5, whatever I feel comfortable with. But as a general rule, what you can do when you get to 2 times your risk, you can scale some out, move your stop loss to break even. That's a good habit to do. But personally, I just want to go for the big plays on the swings because I make good money day trading. So, you know, the swings, I just want to go all in. I want to go for home run plays because I'm doing well on my day trades. Okay. So CRM. So CRM has been doing the same bullshit for a while. So I pointed this out a long time on CRM, sorry. As long as we can hold 205 area, you know, I keep buying the dip until we can, if we push up. If we break through 205, the picture changes. But right now, everything right here is just a pullback. So it'll be nice if we can gap up on CRM, then we can get some good volatility. Okay. Meaning if it's a doji inside bar for instance, it doesn't matter. Okay, so when you're on the weekly charts, for me personally, on the weekly charts, on the higher time frames, I look at the trend. The trend means more to me than the bar. Okay, because a candlestick is just a picture of time. It doesn't mean what the market is likely to do on a higher time frame. On a 5-minute chart, it means something, but not on the weekly chart. So on the weekly charts, I look for the trend. Okay, so we have BA and we have Zoom. All right, BA. Oh, Zoom. Thank you so much for bringing up Zoom. Appreciate that. I'm actually in Zoom right now. So BA, so what I pointed out on BA, I pointed out for you guys on BA that we had this push up, we pulled back to the 618 and we had a nice push up. So congratulations to anybody that bought, you know, in the 618 area because that was the push. We pulled back to the 618, we trade the extension. So over here, what I'm looking, let's pull back to the mid Bollinger Band. Let's see what the hell is going to happen. Otherwise, you don't want to be chasing up here because this is where you need to get in. Guys, when you're trading, You need to anticipate the market. Anticipate the market. You have to say, okay, where can this thing come back to? Okay. Have you guys traded with limit orders? If you trade with limit orders, let me know in the chat. But limit orders gives you a very strong advantage because you're going to anticipate. You're going to say, oh, so let's say you put an order on the 618 here. You look like a god right now. You know how much times I've done that? Right? That's what you got to do. Anticipate, vision. Okay? You tell yourself, all right, where is the Fibonacci leg? It's here. I'm going to put some money on the 618 because I believe the algorithms are going to come here. And that's what you do. You hammer it on the 618. You hammer it on the 50. You put your stop loss below the swing low. And if you take 10 trades, you got to win 2 or 3 out of 10. That's it. It's very, very simple mathematics, guys. Daniel, thank you for joining me, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Zoom. Zoom is yummy. Yes. Zoom is yummy. But hopefully, honestly, hopefully I don't jinx it. I really, really hope that I don't jinx Zoom because I need to make some money on Zoom. Please, I hope that I don't jinx it. But this is what I did on Zoom, guys. I didn't post this one because this one was high risk. I didn't share it on my Twitter because it was high risk, and I knew that. So sometimes if the risk is too high, I don't want you guys to be involved, right? Because I don't want you guys to take on unnecessary risk. We had this inside bar here. So what I did on Zoom is I went in right here, 362.94. My stop is 343.72. So I just bracketed it to the upside. I didn't go short. I only wanted to go long because if you look at Zoom, what the hell is Zoom? If you look at Zoom, the thing is in an uptrend, right? So I bracketed to the upside. And what was very important about this is that it broke down first and then it turned around and then it squeezed. And I love that. I love that. That makes me excited because there's some trap shorts over here that tried to short and I'm taking advantage of them. So my target is up here at 4-1, but I already hit a lot. Let's pull this thing down. Can I pull it down? I got to take off this lock. Okay. So let's take off the lock. So I already hit basically 2R. I already hit 2R. Right? So that you 2 times your money. What did I say? 2 times your money, 34 out of 100 trades, you're gonna make money. So I already hit 2R on that. So if anybody, if you go for 2R, you're still good. But for me, I see a lot of potential there on Zoom because we had a pretty deep retracement. Let's draw the Fibonacci. Let's take it from this low right here to this high. So we're chilling at the 618 in between the 786. So I think it's a very good area. So that's why I'm willing to go for 4-1. If Zoom goes down and buying more, yeah, you could, definitely. If you're dollar cost averaging, if you're holding things for the long term, you just add more. That's it. Why aren't you stopped out on Zoom? Because I'm using a stop limit entry, okay? So what it means, I only get filled when the price breaks through this level. So Zoom opened here, it pushed down, and then on the way up, I got filled. Right? Does that make sense, guys? On the way up. I'm getting filled on the breakout, on the way up. That's what we call stop limit orders. We want to get in the momentum. I wait for the momentum to fill me on the inside bars. Does that make sense? Javier, let me know. Otherwise, I can explain it a little bit further, all right? So that's it. 58 minutes, 37 people are here, and I said I was going to give somebody a book. So appreciate you guys. This is the most that I've had. And I hope you guys learned something from this. And keep it simple. My strategy is this. I look for fibs. I look for inside bars. When I day trade, I have a different style from my back testing. Let me show you guys some back testing. Let's look at some back testing. Okay, let's pull some of this. Let's go here. See this? See all this crap? This is back testing, boys and girls. This is what it takes. Are you going to do this? Look at this. Another one here. All right, let me talk about this one. Inside short. So I've been testing the inside short for a very long time. And when the trade comes to me, you better believe I'm going to take it. Because I'm the one that puts in the effort to test it. So let's talk about this inside short before we go, okay, guys? So here was the inside short. So here was the previous day's low. Here was the previous day's high up here. Okay? So what I tested on this is when we open, so here was the open at 9:30. When we open within the previous day's range and then we break out, but we immediately pull back into the range that I'm going to go short, right? So what I did here is when we pulled out here, I went short right on the previous day's high. Stop was above here. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Right? So that's exactly what I did. Can you give an example of what I did here on Friday? I'll show you guys that, right? So this, you see this trade here that I shorted here and I made money. This comes from this, guys. This comes from this. Okay? That's what it comes from. So you guys got to do the back testing, guys. All right? Do the damn back testing. How can you trade something if you don't know what the win rate is? How can you do that? All right? What I did on Friday, right, was let's draw the high and the low. So you guys, I don't know if I made a video on this. I think I did. But anyways, so we draw the previous day's low and the previous day's high, right? And then we gap down below the low. Okay? So who's trapped? Who's trapped right here? Tell me, who's trapped when we gap down? I'll give you guys a minute. Who's trapped when we gap down? Back testing for me is manual. Everything is manual. I give it my love and my attention. I treat it like my wife. Because if it's going to make me money, I got to give it attention. Bulls, yeah, love it, right? All we have to do is zoom out here. Look at this. The bulls are here, 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 the bulls are here. So let me tell you what the bulls are doing, right? So the bulls are typing on Twitter, yo, buy the dip, baby, buy the dip, buy the dip. And they're laughing. I buy the dip every single day. But guys like me, we come in at the open, we analyze who is trapped, and then we take advantage of that. That's how you make money day trading. Remember, let me explain that to you guys again. This is how you make money day trading. You wait for the open, who's trapped, and you take advantage of that. Very simple. Okay? So what we're gonna do here is we gap down. Anytime we gap down, I want to take the Fibonacci from the previous day's closing bar's low back down to the first 5-minute bar, and I want to see the retracement. Okay? So as we retraced, we pulled into the 618. The 618, I love 618. Why do I love 618? I'm going to say it again. Why do I love 618? Because God created the 618. The 618 is a natural number that occurs in nature. It's a golden ratio. That's why I love the 618. Okay, so what we did here, we pulled into the 618. So there's multiple ways to take this trade. You can short with a limit order on the 618, stop up here. You can short with you can wait for the candlestick. So what I did is I waited for the candlestick. So we had a nice inside bar here, beautiful. It looked so pretty. Nice inside bar here. So I shorted the inside bar. So let me get rid of that. I shorted the inside bar. And the way that I did it was I took off like 80% of my position at 3R, which was there. And then I just trailed it out. And then I got stopped out somewhere over here with a trailing stop, right? But I still made like 4 times. Let's look at Twitter. Let's see what the money was. Okay. So I did 3, 4, I did 6 contracts short. The first was at 62.25, and then the other part was at 62.25, 62.25. So basically, this is my broker being retarded. So my broker here, instead of doing all 5 at the same level, they just like split it up because it can't get filled apparently, right? So the last one I did was at 56.50. Okay, so basically 56.50 was somewhere over here. So I made like 420 bucks. I risked 100 bucks. That's it. Okay. So if I'm making 4 times my money, do you guys think I need to be accurate every day? No, I don't. I don't need to be accurate every day. I'm making 4 times my goddamn money. Why the hell do I need to be accurate every day? That's the trick about trading. When you get your winners, squeeze your profits, take your profits, milk your profits, love your profits, enjoy your profits. Okay, guys? So that's why I did. I shorted here, I covered everything, and I was done. I tweeted to you guys at like 10:30. I said, yo, I'm done for the day. I want to have a life, guys. I don't want to sit here like a slave, guys. Don't be a slave to the chart. Figure out when is the best opportunity for you to make money, whether it's in the pre-market, whether it's in the last hour, whether it's at the open, whatever it is. For me, it's the open. And then go and do something else with your life. The more you sit and watch the charts, the more likely you are to lose money, because the longer the day goes on, the more choppy and the more manipulated it gets. So for me personally, I do my trading, I go to the gym, I have my full-time consulting business that I work on, I have my wife, I just treat my life in balance, guys. Don't let this market take control of you because you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go mental. It's happened to me before. That's what I'm telling you guys. I've been there. I've done that. All right. What time frame do you like? 5 or 15? All of my systems, majority of them are based on the 5-minute chart. I have a specific system for the 15-minute inside bars. Let's look at some of the 15-minute inside bars since you guys are asking about that. So the highlight for the 15-minute inside bars this week was this trade right here. So this is a separate system that I have. And right here, we had a nice double inside bar. You guys see that? This bar was inside this range and this bar was in this range. Beautiful. It's like, it's like, for me, this is like Beauty and the Beast right here. So we had a double inside bar. We had a nice short signal. Boom. So we just take this bad boy short right here. Stop above the high. Boom. That's it. Good money. And then if we are able to swing it, look at this. What is that? At the very low, that's 16R. If you hit that one time, you're good to go. You're good to go. So, you know, my job as a coach, as a mentor, is to help you on your way. What is your triangle system? My triangle system, I have the limit system, I have the 5-minute system, the inside bar system, and I have Fibonacci. So that comes from my back testing. That comes from this. Look, here's a triangle system. Let's look at the triangle system together. Here's a triangle system results. So these three are the primary in my triangle system. Limit, 5, and 15, and then the advanced ones are the Fibonacci and the reversal. So this is what I do every single week. I trust my system. Let's look at the results for, do I have the results down here? Yeah, here's the results for 2020. Limit system, 96.6R, 5-minute inside, 101, 15-minute inside, 80.5. This means 1 to 2% of your account. So if I get 101R, that means you got 200% return. And this is what it is, guys. Look, I'm working out here, guys. I'm working. If your guru, furu, whoever the hell you're learning from can't show you this shit, they're just bullshitting you. You know what, guys? I didn't want to say this, but I'm going to say it right now. I can give you a 50-point range and always be accurate. I can always be accurate. I can say long above 3,900, short below 3850. I can tell you that. The reason I don't tell you that because that's bullshit. Because there's no stop loss. There's no risk management there. Of course, you're going to be right if you give a 50-point range. The market's not going to move 50 points in 5 minutes. So you can always say, oh, okay, let me ask you guys a question, okay? Let's say you go long above 3,950 and your stop loss is 3,900. So if the market moves up 5 points, I have a winner. But what was your risk? Your risk was 50 points to make 5 points? So some people, they do that bullshit. They're successful for a bit. And then that one time they get stop loss, their account is gone. Don't fall for that stuff, guys. You guys know better than that, all right? So every single trade that you take, risk 1 to 2% of your account. If you're risking 5 points, try to make 10 points. If you're risking 10 points, try to make 20 points. Just keep it very simple. Follow the candlesticks, follow the Fibonacci's, okay? Let them guide you in the darkness. All right, guys? That's it for me. I appreciate your time. My hot chocolate got cold, so I'm gonna have to put this in the microwave. But anyways, I appreciate your time. So 36. So I'm gonna choose a winner here. Let's see. Man, how do I do this? I'm gonna do this offline because I don't want anybody to think this is great. So I'm gonna do this offline, and then I'm going to announce the winner on my Twitter, and then you're gonna DM me and I'm gonna send you my book. Okay? Earnings does not play a role in my trading. I trade the charts. I don't give a shit about earnings. All right. Thanks, Angel. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks, Javier. I appreciate you. Thanks, Jin. Appreciate you. Okay. Appreciate all of you guys, man. I love you guys. I want you guys to do well, man. There's not. If you guys don't do well, then what's the point? Because my channel isn't gonna grow. It's not gonna grow if you don't do well. Because you're gonna be like, yo, this guy's bullshit. Okay. I want you guys to do well. We can all make money. There's a lot of money. We'll take money from the robots. That's the goal. Okay. The goal in 2021 is take money from the robots, bring it to the people. All right. Thank you guys. I'm going to announce the winner on the Twitter. Appreciate you guys. All right. Have a good night.